I made a nice cup of black coffee. All right, as promised, here she is. Dinner is served. All right, here we go. Dinner of champions. Lasagna. Oh boy. We're hooked up. We're freaking hooked up. Oh my gosh, look at this. We are hooked up to a mega. All right, we're out here, Lake of the Woods. We just got the core ice house out here. I'm gonna show you how easy this thing is, no ATV in it, to drop it down. We're gonna drill some holes. My hands are freezing, it's really cold out. And we're gonna check the ice here, and if we need to move, we're gonna do it in skid mode. Let's go. Drop her down. All right, so we're inside now. I'm gonna go get the auger out of the back of the truck. I don't leave it in here because I don't use it in here that often, so I'm gonna go get it out of the back end of the truck. I'm gonna bring it in here. We're gonna pop one hole to start, see if we can find any fish. It is really cold outside. It is, real feel is -8 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm leaving all my gear on because if I don't see a fish, I'm gonna go ahead and get us moving. Always put your blade protector back on if you got stuff around you don't want cut. And now, we can check out and see what we got going on here. This is a spot that should hold some fish based off of the structure and previous years that I've been out here. Boom, all right, so you can see the screen, same as I can. You can see we're in about 24-ish feet of water. I'm slowly panning. That you can see in the top right corner. Transducer is calibrated. You can see it turning around in the circle. We're just looking for any fish that we see either on the bottom. Oh. Right here. That right there is a fish, sir. See it moving? All right, we're gonna give this spot a shot. I think it's gonna work well. We gotta auger the other holes. We're gonna do probably 3 holes. That way, if I wanna throw a dead stick further down, I can. And we will see if we can do one more. Just like that. All right, time to get some rods down there, yeah? We got a top camera shooting. We got this guy. I'll throw a chesty on here in a little bit. We gotta get some lines down here. Let's do a dead stick. This is what we're working with. There we go, dropping down. Should see us going down over there. And you can see the minnow and the split shot. All right, so we're on Lake of the Woods, just getting set up here with a couple of rods. The mission of this video is a 24-hour challenge. I'm out here for a couple of days. We'll be doing a live stream, so we'll be taking a break from the video for a couple-hour live stream tomorrow. But let's get some fish on the board here. It's about 4:30 p.m. The sun sets at 5:41 p.m. where I'm at here, so we should just be getting into the nighttime bite here out on Lake of the Woods. And there is an overnight bite on this lake at times. I haven't fished out here more than a couple times this year, so it's a little bit foreign to me right now. I haven't fished really in this spot at any point during the year so far, so it's gonna be a fun one. Let's get into it. Oh, we got a fish coming up to the jigging rod, and he just smashed it. He's got it. Got him. He's small though. He is small. He got off. Oh, buddy. That's a big fish. I don't know what kind of fish it is, but it's of a big size. Get down there. What are you doing? Why isn't it going down? What is going on over here? Is it slush? And I think there's slush in this hole. Yep. So we're gonna turn our fan on it. Hopefully that helps a little bit. We can try using this guy. Never tried it before, but essentially this is supposed to go on the outside. It's from the Bobber Buddy. Goes on the outside of the sleeve and it can go down, because the problem that I'm having with this back hole over here is that there's no snow, so I can't bank. And there's a huge open spot back there because of the way the skis are. And so the wind is blowing under the house and that sleeve doesn't quite touch the ice on the backside. And so the wind's just pouring in and it's freezing over my hole because it's so cold out. So I'm gonna take that sleeve off, put this on, and have it go below the sleeve so this actually dips into the water, and see if that works. We're gonna try it. So we're gonna take this whole sleeve, put this around it. Ooh, that looks pretty good. And we'll just leave it down like, you know, a couple inches, so that this is what it looks like. You can kind of see it's down a couple inches in here. So that way this can sit just above or in the water. Hopefully kill that draft. So this is another product I picked up from the Bobber Buddy. It's a live scope pole holder that clips inside of a sleeve. Summit pole can slip right in here. And holds it up inside of the hole, so that way I don't have the tripod on the top. Oh my gosh, what is this mark? This looks like a burbot or something. Meanwhile, it looks like we've got a small mark over by my dead stick. Man, I gotta pay attention here. Notice they're coming in around that 15-foot mark. We're gonna keep an eye on that while I get this set up, hopefully. I can move it up though a good hand. So we're gonna shorten the rod a little. And now we can put a clear cover on it. Yay, that way nothing falls down the hole. Sweet, you see that? What I need to do though is put a bolt in it so that way it goes through and won't fall off, because the Velcro right now on it looks like it's about ready to come off of it. But this eliminates that tripod. Now at least my phone can't fall down there. Sorry, before it gets too dark out, I'm gonna go bank the house in. All right, we got her banked in all the way around. Pretty good. As good as it's gonna get for today, unless I run into a big issue, but I don't think I will. Time to get back inside. I think we're hooked up. Yep. Doesn't look massive, but could it be our first walleye? It could be something. Yeah, buddy. It's a decent sized sauger, actually. Nice little sauger here. Down there, right about 22 feet. Nice size sauger. 13¼ inches. Letting her go. See you later, buddy. And she's gone. All right. It is a slower night here. We had a few small fish come through, but nothing hitting. So we're gonna make some dinner. It's about 7 p.m. right now, and that's right, we're doing pizza, but not just any pizza. We're doing the DiGiorno stuffed crust. This guy right here, let me explain it to you. It is a 3-meat DiGiorno, mouth-watering melty cheese with 2.5 feet of cheese stuffed in the crust. This should be phenomenal. We're gonna go ahead and get the oven going and we're gonna do a catch and cook from the back of the truck into the oven. All right, so we gotta get the oven going. Turn this guy on, so we got a little light. How fancy. Might help if we take the things out of here that we don't want to cook. So we're gonna get this guy heated up. I have no clue what temperature to get it to, so we're gonna look at the back of the box. 400 degrees, 23 minutes. Oven's warming up. We gotta get this thing preheated hot. Otherwise, we're gonna have an issue with this pizza and get some soggy crust, which we do not want since it's stuffed crust. Ooh, fish coming off the bottom. Here we go. Here we go. Pulling up. And got him. Got him. Got him. He's not massive. I don't think it's a walleye. I think it's a sauger. No, buddy. It is a small sauger. Just a little itty bitty guy. All right. We're gonna get the hook out of the mouth. All right, get out of here. Whee! So I did something a little bit different. So I put 3 rod racks up. So we got this one right here. This is one of the clam rod racks. I put it on the core rail mounting system. So I got that there so I can have 4 rods there. I've got the other one, which I've had the whole time. That's a 4 rod clam one as well. So I can put 4 rods there. I've got this guy, which is 5 rods. This is the Rapala system. So it's this Rapala system. I've got one here too. So these are what these rod holders look like. And then I've got this little table thing, which is dope. You can see this is the Eskimo hub table, which I love. I've used this every outing. I absolutely love it. This thing's pretty cool. What's interesting about this one though from Rapala is it's got a tray on it. You can open this up and put some little things in here or whatever. Spots for like pliers or whatever, little hooks or whatever. So I like it. But what's interesting is if you flip this up, which you don't do that, you just flip it up, on the bottom is like a little jig launch pad foam cutout thingy, which is okay. Like, okay, maybe I put them in there. But what I don't get is like, then if I do this, are they just dangling underneath? All right, I think the oven's probably preheated. So we're gonna throw that thing in, especially because it takes 25 minutes to cook. We're taking it out of the freshness wrap, is what they call this. We're gonna slide it right on the rack like they specify. Boom. Good luck, Doc. All right, as promised, here she is. Dinner is served, and we got some nice stuffed crust in there. Awesome. He's on the dead stick. I'm doubled up. Got this one. I'm doubled up. I'm doubled up. And I just hooked a rod. Oh, that one got off. Dead stick's still on. Let's get this one. Got the dead stick. He does not feel big at all. Do not tell me he got off. He got off. They both got off. All right, well, let's get the dead stick back down there. He's coming for it. We got him. He's not big though, but at least we're gonna figure out what the heck this thing is. Little walleye? Sauger maybe? It's a little sauger. That's all we're dealing with here, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd little sauger. Got a fish that I think is gonna take my dead stick that I'm jigging right now. There it is. Got him. Not sure what it is. We got a walleye. Walleye numero uno. 15¼ inches. Nice walleye. We're gonna go ahead and throw her back. We'll catch some and keep some tomorrow. For a catch and cook tomorrow, it's a little bit late. We'll let this guy grow. 15¼ See you later. And she's already gone. There she went on the screen. Woo! First walleye, baby, at 11:59 p.m. it is right now. Good morning, everybody. It has been a slow morning out here, but do not worry. We're starting to see some fish crawl across the bottom. We know the larger fish are around here. We've seen a bunch of them overnight. Last night was tough to get some sleep because the fish just kept coming. Like every 30 minutes, they'd hit one of the set lines, So I eventually upsized them and moved them up in the water column because they were all the small ones that were hitting. All right, so we're gonna tie on this guy right here. So this is called a Ronnie bird. And so the way that it works is this one's glow. This is why I chose this one. And you can see the wings on it flap up and down as it goes up and down in the water column. So a really good jigging action lure. And then you've got that red treble hook on the bottom. I'm gonna tie this directly with my fluoro. Okay, so that's what it's gonna look like. We'll glow it up and then we're gonna go ahead and drop her down there. You can hear it makes a rang-a-tang noise too. And we are going to do a minnow head just to try to get a little action happening here. That's what we're working with. We're gonna get her down there.
Form content, but short to bringing
here we go.
Many subscribers. However,
got him. Ronnie bird's hooked up. You see that fish just slide in there? Let's go, Ronnie bird. Tiny little sauger. Little guy going back. That is mad success for the Ronnie bird. We'll get it glowed up and put back down there. All right, so this is how I make coffee in the front cabinet closet area. Normally I have it attached to the wall there. I've got command strips on the side so that way this Keurig, it's a single cup Keurig, can stay up front. What I do is I've got an inverter here because the 2,000 watt generator while charging the house, charging batteries and everything can't also run this. I use the inverter hooked up to my batteries and I plug the Keurig in here. Boom, so that's plugged in. Then what I do is I can power it on. We got light. Then we gotta open this guy up and we gotta fill it up with water. So I just use bottled water. There's not enough in that one, so we'll grab another one. So what we'll do is just pour water in here until it's full. So I get it all the way up to that black line. Close that puppy, open this up. And then the little thing that sits there is here. We can go ahead and grab cinnamon sugar cookie, left over from the holiday season evidently. Shut her down, grab our cup, and then boom, we like it strong. And it does work. Here we go, cup number 2 is done and ready to drink up. Who doesn't like a nice black coffee in the morning? Looks like we got a fish underneath our Ronnie bird. Here we go, jigging him up, jigging him up. Hooked up, hooked up. This one feels a little better. Hopefully it's a walleye. Ronnie bird doing the trick. Yeehaw! Looks like about a 12. We're gonna get her back. All right, well, the Ronnie bird is still working. I am impressed. Listen to the noise. Oh, he's got it. We got him. Likely a small little sauger. There's a walleye. It could be a saw guy, actually. Look at that dorsal. It's got the white tip, the black on the back of the dorsal. I think this is actually a saw guy. Freaking here the whole night last night. To the point where I needed to pull my lines up so I could catch a couple hours of sleep. I'm operating off about 4 or 5 hours of sleep. This is what we're gonna do. It's 1:19 p.m. right now. I am gonna take a nap in the middle of the day. We're gonna see if this fish hits, and it did. We got a fish on the dead stick, or at least the minnow on it. Let's get him up and we'll finish talking about the plan here. This is gonna be a small guy. We're looking at a small sauger. Here's the little tyke. Letting him go, probably 11 inches. All right, see you later, kiddo. Zoom, zoom. There it goes. Probably see it on the live scope here in a second once it kind of gets into the cone. Oh, here we go. We got a couple more over here. We're gonna hook up, double, back to back. It's not doubled, but it's back to back. Oh, this is a jumbo perch. Check this out. Jumbo perch, baby. I guess that's the thing to do, is just talk about stopping fishing. And here they are. Nice perch. Let's get a measure on it. 9 3/4 inches. Who doesn't like a nice perch? We're gonna keep her for our catching cook later. 9.5 inches is a good dimension. So we're gonna actually put that into the net that I've got. All right, back to what I was saying, and maybe we'll get a couple more fish coming in here, but I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna shut the blinds and everything, I think, and then we're gonna see what we get. I will keep an eye on and an ear open, because I might throw the line alarms on for any fish that come and hit them while I'm taking a nap, just in case. But if I don't get anything, I will see you when I wake up, and we're gonna get into the night bite tonight. Looks like a better size one too. Sauger, that's what we're working with here. 13.5 inches. We're gonna go ahead and throw her in the bag. This might be an eater for us. Meanwhile, we've got another fish over here by our jigging rod. We're gonna go ahead and, if we can, hooked up. What we're working with here, this little guy. Go ahead and put her back. All right, we're ready for that night bite. It is 6:24 p.m. We've got both of our rods down. We've got a jigging rod. We've got a dead stick. All right, in between fish here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get something in the oven cooking, so that way we can stuff our bellies and get a little bit of energy going. So I'm gonna grab something from outside. All right, this is what we're doing here. We got a Stouffer's lasagna. This is gonna go in the oven. It's a small size, right? It says literally large size right on it, but for me, this is small, 2.5 servings. I'll gobble that up. And then I grabbed a couple pepper jack cheese sticks. We'll do some snacks here. Open that vent up. That allows us to get a little bit of, let's grab that power cord. Let's get this guy fired up here. There we go, pilot's lit. We gotta get this stuff out of here. What am I doing? Like, why is the light so dim? Well, I've got a bunch of stuff in here. All right. What do we gotta set it to? Oven, 45 minutes. I'm glad we're getting it going. 375. So we're gonna cook this guy a little bit closer to 4. We'll give it some time to warm up here. We're gonna put this in the oven now. Here we go, going in. 45 minutes. All right, here we go. Dinner of champions. Lasagna. Just watching some Joe Holland while I'm jigging these fish, and I think it's time we can eat. It's a bit quieter on this time last night. It'll pick up here probably in the next hour if it's the same as last night. And then it's just like every 15 to 30 minutes a fish comes through. And then every like hour or two, a big one comes through. So let's see what we can get into. All right, we got a fish under the jigging rod. I think it's the same little tyke that's been here the whole time. This is what we're gonna do. I've been fishing with a tail. I don't usually fish with these, and now I know why. I got plenty of minnows, so I'm just gonna go back to heads. This is the Ronnie bird. It worked today. You saw how many catches we had with this guy, but I'm gonna switch it up to something that can glow a little bit more for the night bite. This is the glow version of the Ronnie bird. They have these stickers that go on each side of it, and they are glow stickers that are on it, and the eyes are as well. So this thing has been great today. I'll definitely leave it on this rod for future walleye outings. But I think this is my last walleye trip, so this big one might not see action until next year. But they do make smaller sizes of this that I've got here. Oh, we've got a fish on the dead stick. See, all I gotta do is talk to you guys. It looks like a small fish though, so I don't know if he's got this thing in his mouth. Yeah, no way. but we did lose the minnow. So he just had the minnow in the mouth. We're gonna slide our split shot up a little bit. We want to be a little higher up. And this is just a treble hook on here. Does my other one have a bigger one? Yeah, my other rod has a bigger treble hook, so we're gonna throw that guy on there. This is good for like panfish dead stick because it's the smaller one, but I'm gonna go one size bigger just to help with that hook up when they grab the minnow, hopefully grabbing the hook along with it. And I'm a fan of these treble hooks. So these are, I think these are actually from Clam. The treble hook with the epoxy on it, and they do glow. This is one size bigger than the other one. So you can see here, it's these guys right here that we're talking about. We're gonna move up to this guy right here, which is definitely a size upgrade. You can see the size difference between the two. This is the one we're gonna put on. Just like that. That's what we're throwing down there. That's a decent sized fish coming up from my jigging rod. And he got it, he got it, he got it, he got it, he got it. Nope, he let go. Last night something that helped for a little bit, but then it didn't, but it did, I think, was I turned the lights inside down low and then outside around the house on low. So I'm gonna try that and see if it works. You're probably gonna start seeing some banding. I realize that's what happens in here when the lights are dimmed down, but we're gonna try it anyways because we need some of these fish to come in here. Here we go. It's coming off. Got him. So a little bit better. Maybe it's a 13, 14. It doesn't seem that big, but it is better. We got him to come off the bottom, which is what we were hoping for. Just gotta keep him pinned here. This is what we're working with. Fish of the evening so far. And we're looking at 13 and a quarter. 13 and a quarter. I don't need him, so we're gonna let him go.
I don't remember where it said that the certified scale was, but they were like,
holy crap.
They had a fishing game, biologists come out, verify the species of the fish, like,
Oh boy.
you know, and the guy is saying,
We're hooked up.
Everything you guys asked me to do.
We're
And now you're
freaking
telling me
hooked up.
something wrong.
Oh my gosh, look at this. We are hooked up to a mega, and it's just dragging. Like, this is freaking mega fish right now in slow motion, dead lead weight. I've got a mega on right now. I don't know if I've got this fish sideways. It was coming through the water column, through the middle of the water column, and I was pulling up to get to it. And I don't know if it's in this thing's mouth or if I've got it snagged. This is gonna be big. You see it on the bottom? That's the fish. And it was coming through it like 10 feet. Like, I'm pulling up as hard as I can, and it's pulling away. I don't want to put more drag on, otherwise I'm afraid it's gonna snap my line, because this is only 6-pound test. If he's going for the dead stick, shoot, I think that's 4-pound test. Dude, this is like a lead weight. Listen to this. Where is it going? I got plenty of line, so I guess I'll let it run for a little while here. Okay, all right. Reel down, slowly pull up, reel down into it, pull up. Doesn't like that. I think I've got it snagged. Whatever it is, it's snagged, and it's big. I think I'm either wrapped on my other line Or he ate that as well. That's it. We're only 15 feet down. What is happening? What is that popping? Am I like popping on the side of the hole maybe? Maybe that's my dead stick we're seeing underneath me here. He's like giving up. Nope. You can see him on the live scope. Look at that. Oh, he just broke off.